All right. So here's our trend with butter skin and butter makeup. We want to have that super smooth, soft look, just like butter, right? But not overly shiny, overly hydrated, but it's still definitely going to be hydrated like butter, right? And then your makeup's going to look like it's melted in. It's going to be really cool. You're going to love it. So let's talk about great skincare, because here's the thing. We can do all these things, but if we're not taking good care of our skin on a daily basis, we really cannot achieve these looks we're going for. So there's a couple things I want you to leave this session tonight learning. And one of them is your skincare, whatever it is. Of course, we'd love for you to be using Mary Kay. Whatever it is, it should be a skincare system that's all formulated to work together. Because you see, what happens when, let's say, you love a cleanser in one brand and a moisturizer in another. And when you put those two together, they were not designed to work together. They may have similar ingredients, but companies design the products to work together to give you the best results. And so the reason for that is that, sorry, I gotta mute some people. The reason for it that is we would love to be able to put everything we need to have great skin in one bottle, but that's just not possible. So a skincare system gives you all the benefits that you need. There's 5 basic benefits to taking good care of your skin, and our miracle set actually delivers 11 benefits. So be sure and talk to your beauty consultant about what those benefits are, how they work. I'm going to give you a few tips, but I don't have time to go into all of that in great detail today. But there's 2 main skincares that systems that we love in Mary Kay and that we're recommending for you. And this is the Miracle Set, which is great for ages like 18 to 45. Great. We have 2 different formulas, combination of oily, normal, dry. And then we have Time Wise Repair, which is what I use because I'm well over 45. And that is all about repairing what we've done to our skin over time and working on this area here, right? So here we start to get the crepey neck. We also have what's called the triangle of youth, which is it goes across here and then down to our chin. We want to keep this as healthy, as hydrated, as firm, as tight as possible. And that's what Time Wise Repair does. So I'm going to really focus on the Miracle Set since it's great for all skin types and pretty much all ages, and talk about the main benefits of that. And then we'll jump right into how do we get butter skin, right? So just remember, use a skincare system. It's designed to work together. So the results that are promised in a skincare system cannot be achieved without all the pieces. So let's go over the pieces that are in a Miracle Set. This is a 4-in-1 cleanser. It does 4 things. It cleanses, it freshens, it exfoliates, and it brightens. It has the amazing power of the navy bean, which is vitamin B3. And so vitamin B3 has a super brightening power. It also has resveratrol in it, which is also about brightening, but resveratrol is also the process that a plant goes through to repair itself when it's damaged. So imagine putting that into our skincare and the good that it will do. I mentioned earlier, I was going to tell you about some most popular skincare ingredients that you want to watch for in your Mary Kay products. And I'll tell you, all these products I'm sharing with you, there's a variety of these things in them. So hyaluronic acid, ceramides, peptides, amino acids, squalene, and vitamin C. All of those things are really important to having the very best skin possible, with soft skin, smooth skin, all of those things. So we have the 4-in-1 cleanser. Then we have our antioxidant moisturizer. This is power packed with antioxidants that, and whether you're oily skin, combination oily, normal, or dry skin, there's a formula for you. And that's the thing, is sometimes our oily skin or combination oily skin are afraid to use a regular moisturizer. But as you know, there's a big difference between oil and water. right? They don't even mix. So what happens when an oily skin person is cleaning their skin really well with a great cleanser? What happens then is it needs to be hydrated. And if you're not adding some kind of moisturizer, what's going to happen is your skin is going to say, "Ooh, we need hydrated." And guess what it sends to the surface to hydrate your skin? It sends oil. So that's the thing. Whether you have, like I said, dry, combination, normal, oily skin, we have the formula for you. And the antioxidant moisturizer is going to hydrate 12 hours each application. So you get 24 hours of hydration, antioxidant benefits, just amazing. Then we have our 2 power packed serums. We have a daytime defender, which you put on right over that moisturizer. I always say it's like fuel injectors for your antioxidant moisturizer, but it also has peptides, vitamin A, and SPF. All of those things protect your skin against the environment, helps to protect your skin from being your elasticity being broken down by what it's dealing with in the daytime. I like to think of these as my dynamic duo, like Batman and Robin. They're fighting crime on your face, right? So free radicals are what's in our environment that breaks down our skin, breaks down our elasticity, and the daytime defender is your defense against that. Now, our nighttime recovery, that, who works at night? Batman. So that's our superpower. And look at those encapsulated vitamins. Oh my goodness. So these are encapsulated vitamins A, C, and E, as well as resveratrol. And when you push them through the pump, they burst open. They're in their freshest form. Can you imagine you're putting vitamins right on your face? How good is that for your face, right? And then we have our eye cream, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit because I am going to apply that. So, all right. So let's just jump into Butterskin, what it is. So we are going to do some detoxifying. We're also going to do some exfoliating. Then we're going to add some supplements. Then we're going to moisturize, right? Or hydrate, depending on your skin tone, skin type. And then we're going to jump into some Butterskin makeup. So right now you can see I have on the hydrogel eye patches. Oh my goodness, these are my favorite. I love these things. They depuff, they moisturize, they do all the things to help me look more awake, more alive. I leave them on as long as I can, then I take them off. You should leave them on for at least 20 minutes, but they come in this jar, right? You get 60 patches in this jar. You have a little scooper to scoop them out. They're these super fun, sparkly pink smile patches. I heard that today, smile patches. And consultants, if you look up the ingredients, this is like a veggie fruit tray for your under eyes. I am not joking. There's broccoli, there's cranberry, there is tomato. There's another one too. Seriously, vegetables and fruit for your face. So amazing. So be sure and get yourself some. These are $40. You get 60 patches in there. I'm going to go ahead and take mine off. The other thing I want to talk about is when you need extra hydration, whether you are combination oily, normal, dry skin, this is amazing extra hydration. It's oil-free hydrating gel. It does exactly what it says. It hydrates. It's a boost. And so right there, this purple, we call it the purple goo in our house. I just put it on real thick when my skin, like if I've been outdoors a lot, or I just have felt like, my skin has just been dealing with so much. I just put it on and I wake up with new skin in the morning. So if you're having issues, need a little extra hydration, be sure and talk to your beauty consultant about the oil-free hydrating gel. Okay, so far what I've done with my face, besides the hydrogel eye patches, is I have cleansed with the Voluform Repair Foaming Cleanser. That's all I've done. So now we're going to detox with our Clear Proof mask. Now I have super sensitive skin. Yep. and I have dry skin. And so I'm only going to do it the charcoal mask in the T-zone. If you're normal skin, you're not sensitive like me, or you don't have dry skin, you have oily skin, combinations skin, all of those things, you can actually put this charcoal mask all over your face, giving you that full detoxification. So what I'm going to do is I just put some on the back of my hand, and then I'm using the mask applicator, the silicone mask applicator, and I'm just going to paint it on with that. I love using the applicator because then my hands are not touching this charcoal mask. It's keeping the product as pure as possible, and I can get it exactly where I want it. You know, with a mask, you want to get it into those areas, your problem areas, and it's hard to do with your fingers. So there I go, just putting it on. The other thing I want you to know about the charcoal mask is it is great for everyone in the family. And so all of our family members are being exposed to this environment that, you know, it has pollution, UVA, UVB rays, all the things that are affecting our skin. And so when you use a charcoal mask, it helps to detoxify and pull 2 times its weight out of your pores of that those things that are in your environment. So if you have teens, I'd say even as young as 10 tweens, do a mask movie night where everybody puts on a mask, you set a timer, you watch a movie, you eat popcorn, you take crazy pictures, right? So fun. But I wish you all could smell. We need a Zoom feature where you can smell what I'm doing. It's just amazing. So get yourself one of these silicone applicators. It works great. My husband recently had some precancerous things and he had to apply that. Some of you might know about it. It's like a chemo cream to his skin, and it's not supposed to touch his skin. So this was perfect for that. And so he thought it was pretty handy tools. There you go. Mary Kay to the rescue. So normally we would put this on and leave it on for about 10 minutes. And what will happen is it will start to dry, and you'll see areas where it turns kind of light gray, ashy, where it's pulling things out of my pores. So remember, you can do your whole face if you're not like me, sensitive skin or really dry skin. I actually have some rosacea here, and if I put the charcoal mask there, it's going to irritate it. So I love that I can use it. I just need to know where to use it. And this is the reason why it's so important for you to talk to your beauty consultant about your skin and do the skin analyzer so you can figure out what's right for your skin. So let's talk about some of the things that are in here in this mask that help to detoxify. There's peppermint. It smells so good. There is rosemary. There is 2 different types of clay that pulls that out. There's honeysuckle. Did you all know that honeysuckle is a natural antibacterial? Isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness. I told you I was going to teach you some fun facts today. So let's talk about another thing, exfoliation. So I want you to envision a cup. Okay. I have a visual, but I can't find it. So imagine a cup, and at the bottom layer is grapes. Okay. Then the second layer is raisins, and the third layer is cornflakes. Okay. So that bottom layer, that the grapes, represents your youthful skin that's underneath what's going on the surface. Okay. Now, if you've ever gone to put on foundation and you can kind of see it sitting on the surface, I have had that happen. Maybe especially on your nose, you can notice it. Oh my goodness. I hate when that happens. But what that is you have a lot of dead skin on the surface. And if we're not exfoliating that, not removing that, what's happening is, guess where all our product is going. So if we're putting foundation on, it's getting soaked into the dead skin, not getting to that skin we really want it to be on. So if you notice you're not getting a smooth surface, right? That could be why. The other thing is, as we get older, our cell turnover is slower, and the dead skin is more on the surface. And that's what gives us a dull appearance. We kind of lose our glow. So this is another way to get your glow back. Okay. So the middle layer is the raisins, and the top layer, that cornflakes. That cornflakes represents that surface skin, right? That dead skin that's on the surface. The other thing is, let's say you're not even wearing foundation, but you're using our great skincare, the Miracle Set or the Repair Set. You've spent good money. You're trying to take the very best care of your skin possible, but you're not exfoliating. What's happening is that skincare is getting absorbed by the dead skin. So we've got to exfoliate. So please talk to your beauty consultant about what is right for you. Today, I'm doing a treatment. So this isn't something you do every day. This is more like a spa treatment. We're going to detoxify, and then I'm going to talk about the deeper layers that we're going to get into. But your skin will feel better. It will look better. Your foundation will lay better. Your products will work better. All with just some simple exfoliation. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my charcoal mask, but you can see where it's getting lighter, and especially on my nose, I definitely have problems with larger pores on my nose. And so I always have things we need to pull out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. This is super easy to take off in the shower. Just some nice warm water, right? With a washcloth that's a little bit harder, but we're going to get it off. Okay. And what will happen, I mentioned having larger pores. So when you use the charcoal mask, what happens is it cleans out your pores and they tighten, and so they appear visibly smaller. So we can't change your genetics. I'm always going to have large pores just because of my genetics. However, I can keep them clean, they can tighten, they look better. And when that also helps your foundation to lay better. Okay, hopefully I got it all. Oh, little spot right there. Okay, so let's talk about that raisin layer. We've got the grapes, the raisins, cornflakes. So beneath the surface, your skin is like in layers, right? It's kind of webbed together, right? And in between the layers is dead skin. And that's what gives you a dull appearance. So this is the miracle worker for that. This is the revealing facial peel. Okay, it comes out just like a lotion there. I'm going to smooth it on all over. This is my favorite product for getting my glow back. So, and this is super simple to use 2 to 3 times a week. So I just have this in my bathroom in the morning. If I notice, oh my goodness, I'm looking a little dull, I will just smooth it on, wash my face, smooth it on, set a timer for 10 minutes. You don't really want to leave it on for longer than 10 minutes. And then I will go make coffee. I'll brush my teeth. I'll throw in a load of laundry, whatever I can do in 10 minutes. And then I get to wipe it off and finish my routine, and it gets my glow back. Okay. So the main thing and ingredient in this that's working is that glycolic acid. Okay. So that glycolic acid is what's working there. And what it does is it gets down to those deeper layers and loosens up those dead skin cells and breaks them up so that it releases that dull appearance that you're getting from that dead skin. And guess what? It helps your products to work better, helps your skin to look smoother, all of the things. And so you can use this 2 to 3 times a week. You just always want to have a day in between. And normally we wouldn't do any other exfoliation but this. So normally you would not do a clear proof mask or a microdermabrasion on the same day that you're doing a revealing facial peel, but we're doing a spa treatment, like I said. Okay. And the whole goal behind this, remember, the key to butter skin, glass skin, all of that is to have a very smooth, buttery finish, right? And so that's the goal there. All right. So I'm going to go over some prices of what I've shared with you already. So letting my revealing facial peel do its work. And if you put it on and you experience a little tingling, tingling's fine. That's the glycolic acid working there. If it's not tingling, that's okay too. But if it's burning, let your consultant know that should not be happening. And like I said, I have very sensitive skin. I have never had problems with the revealing facial peel or any of my other Mary Kay products. So that's one of the reasons why I use Mary Kay products is for that reason, because of my sensitive skin. So I started with the hydrogel eye patches. These are $40. You get 60 patches. Remember, fruit veggie tray for your eyes, reduces puffiness. I actually did one eye and not the other one time, and it really lifts, like in this area right here. It's amazing. So you want to look more awake. I love it. I put them on, I'll get in the car, and then when I get where I'm going, I'll take them off. I want to do them to do their best work, right? We have that oil-free hydrating gel for that extra hydration. I have to look up how much this is. Maybe one of my consultants can put that in the comments for me. I believe it's right around $32 to $36, but let's see what they say. We have that mask applicator, right? You want to be sure and get that. We have the deep cleansing charcoal mask, which is $26. Thank you, Latrice, $36 for the oil-free hydrating gel. Now, the other reason why I'm sharing all these prices with you, we have a lot of beauty consultants on tonight. Don't forget, you get your products at half price. So you're going to get to do a butter skin treatment, do the butter skin makeup for half the price. Now, if half the price appeals to you and you love your Mary Kay products like I do, and you're a guest tonight, be sure to talk to your beauty consultant, because right now you can join our team for just $20, and that's only good through the month of April. So it might benefit you. You want to be sure and talk to her. The other thing is, when you own your own business like we do, we get tax write-offs. So I know a lot of you are working on your taxes this week, or you already have, and maybe you don't like the answer so much. Start your own business, get a side hustle, and get those tax deductions. You'll love it. And don't you love tax deductions that also make you look good? Oh, I'm so excited about it. Okay. So even though it hasn't been 10 minutes, we're going to take this off. Feels great. And like I said, you can do this in the shower as well, have it take off. You just want to make sure and set the timer for 10 minutes before you take it off. Okay, I think I got everything. Feeling good. All right, so now let's do some supplements. My favorite, and my favorite thing is the boosters. I would say, as I am approaching 60, these boosters have been the game changer for me. So earlier we talked about having oily skin. Well, I have dry skin, and so I really need the HA booster for that, for hydration. Oh my goodness, it makes all of my skincare products work better. But recently I did a skin analyzer, and if you're a consultant on here, you should be doing a skin analyzer every quarter to see how your skin's doing. It's amazing what you'll find out. And I noticed that the thing that was, so there's a green red line for each category. There's 4 areas that the skin analyzer analyzes your face in. Guess what? My uneven skin tone was higher than anything else. And I had noticed I'm getting more age spots, more rosacea areas. And so the niacinamide ferulic brightener is so important. And so it comes in this dropper bottle, and all you do is you just drop a couple drops in your hand, and then you smooth it on, and it's going to help to brighten my skin. I know Zoom has such a good filter. You guys cannot really see what I'm talking about, but I promise it's there. It's getting better because I've really been working on it the last month. But isn't it a great thing too that we have these awesome tools to help us? And did you know, I read an independent study that took 2 people the same age. One had more wrinkles and one had more uneven skin tone. Guess who people guessed the older person to be, even though they were the same age? it was the uneven skin tone. I thought it would have been the wrinkles, but it was the uneven skin tone. So if that's not another reason to work on this, oh my goodness. So the next booster I'm going to use is, so that niacinamide ferulic brightener, right, is specific for reducing discoloration. Okay. Age spots, red spots, all of those things, right? So be sure and talk to your beauty consultant about that. Serum C plus E is what I'm going to use. Nope, that's wrong. Sorry. My next booster, HA. Thank you, Latrice, for teaching me this week. And so, like I said, I need that little bit of extra hydration. What I love about an HA booster is even if you have a combination oily skin, but you're not feeling hydrated, you can use the HA. You just would not want to use it every day, just as much as you need it. Now, I definitely need it every day. And what I love about it is it totally balances out my hydration. And so before, when I'd use the repair, I was needing extra hydration every time. And I was like, something is not right. And once I added this booster, oh my goodness, my repair set works perfectly for me. I love it. And all you got to do is the little baby boost. I love it. So this is the blue one, and it's HA plus ceramide. And so remember, those are some key ingredients that are out there for having the very best skincare. Okay. I really want my boosters to kind of set to do their thing. So now I'm going to apply the eye cream. So if you have a minute, go ahead and feel the skin around your eyes. Right here, right here. It's 8 times thinner than the rest of your face. So what happens when you use products formulated for your face on your eye area? It locks in moisture and causes puffy eyes. It doesn't do what you need it to do. So we actually begin aging in our eye area first because this skin is thinner, right? And so that's why we end up with crow's feet, with lines, etc. And we also end up with dark circles, right? A little discoloration. And so this is my favorite eye cream. It has this metal cap on it, and it's actually the same metal that they use when a boxer gets punched in the eye. It's what helps to reduce the swelling, right? So I'm pretty sure if it works for a boxer, it can work for my puffy eyes. So I love that you use the applicator so you're not touching your skin, you're not breaking down your product, you're keeping that product in the very best form possible. And I love that you can put this on the lid as well, because I'm starting to get the droopy lid. Ugh, gravity, I'll tell you, gravity is not our friend. And so you want to put that on. It feels so good. And you can see I kind of get the product on and then I work it in. Okay. So I'm going to get it on, work it in. And I've always had problems with my eye area. I have a lot of allergies. So you can even see in my childhood pictures where I have dark circles all the time just from my allergies. So to have a product that works on those is just such a little miracle for me. And I love the shape of this. In addition to dispensing the product, it is round on the back side here. And that's so you can roll the product into your lines. Not that you'll have any, but it rolls them right into those crow feet area, all of that. So we've got our eye cream on. This is the Repair eye cream. And this is the Time Wise eye cream. Both do a great job. This one's the one with the metal tip applicator. That's why I love it. Just be sure to talk to your beauty consultant, do that skin analyzer, figure out which one's right for you. Okay, so now we're ready for our Serum C plus E. And some of you may be thinking, oh my goodness, she just used 2 boosters. Why in the world would she use the C plus E? Peptides, baby. As well as it actually works in harmony with the brightener booster to give more brightening power. So I told you, we just have these superhero products. They just work together and do the best thing. So it's a C plus E. And I could really get into the science with the vitamin C. It's amazing where they get the sources of our vitamin C. It is not like an orange. It is these super levels of vitamin C from these plants that are in the jungles in Southeast Asia. Oh my goodness, or Brazil, those kinds of places. It's just incredible. But the E, when they add the E to that, so when you think about when you get a cut and you put vitamin E on it, what does it do? It heals it, doesn't it? So imagine combining vitamin C with E. Oh my goodness. It is so good for your skin. And I seriously, every time I use C, I can just see such a difference. Right in here is where I just feel that peptides, right? So what happens when we age, we start to lose volume in this area. I have a chubby face, so it doesn't show as much, but we can start to lose our I had it volume in this area, and we can start to look more hollow, right? And that causes us to look older. Well, peptides keep everything nice and plump where you want it to be plump, which is nice. And so use your C plus E. It does amazing things for you. Okay, so that is the boost I'm going to give to my skin. And see, our goal is butter, right? So butter skin, we're keeping it all nice. Now, I'm going to get my face ready as if I was going out for the day. And so I'm going to put on my day cream. This is my day cream. This has SPF 30 in it as well, which is going to protect from both UVA and UVB rays. Now, if you live somewhere where it's not sunny like I do, you still need SPF protection every day. It's our environment. And then vitamin A is another great protectant for your skin. And then, of course, hydration. You want to stay hydrated all day. And so the thing I love about our repair products, they have these things right here. It's called a pillow top dispenser. You push down on the top and it dispenses exactly one application. So have you ever used a tube and thought, am I using too much? Am I using too little? I just don't know. This gives you exactly one application. And remember earlier, I talked about we don't want oxygen to get to our products and break it down, right? Because that breaks down the ingredients in our products. And I'm telling you, if you're spending the money for good skincare, you want it to be in its best condition, right? Its best quality. It's like good food, right? We want just the highest quality of meats, vegetables, etc. Well, it's the same for our face. We want the best products for our face, and we want them to be in the best quality. So that's why I love Repair, is because it is designed to protect this product so that you're getting it in its best form. Okay. There's my day cream. Need to put it on a little bit more. Remember to apply your products upwards and outwards because we're fighting gravity. We talked about that. And make sure it's all blended in. All right. So that's the day cream. That's part of the Time-Wise Repair line. Remember to talk to your beauty consultant about which skincare is right for you. And beauty consultants, do that skin analyzer, not only with your customers, but with yourself as well. And compare every quarter. Now, I do have a tip about that. Because I use Repair, my skin is great for my age. And sometimes it will recommend that I use the Miracle Set. No, that's not the advice there. So remember, keep using the Repair so you keep getting those good scans, right? Okay, so moving on. This is our butter skin, all hydrated, not over excessive oil, all the oils being controlled. It's detoxified. We've gotten down to the raisins. Remember, we talked about the grapes, the raisins, the cornflakes, exfoliated off the cornflakes, gotten those raisins to break up. So now we're at the grape skin, right? Those plump, juicy grapes. We're getting our skincare to the healthy grapes. And that's what we want. And then remember, your nighttime products, they do the same thing. You're going to use your supplements with that, your boosters, and then those nighttime products have extra anti-aging in them because they're not defending your skin, they're actually helping your skin recover. And so that's why nighttime products are so important. Okay, so before I put on foundation, I'm going to use foundation primer. And foundation primer, it does what it says, it primes. It's going to help my foundation to stay put, not shift, not transfer, but it's also going to smooth the surface. This is really a key to that butter skin look, is using the primer. Okay. I wish you could see. You can't really see it on Zoom a little bit. See how it softens? It blurs the lines. It doesn't have any color to it. It's great for all skin types, normal, dry, oily, combination oily, all those things. I actually know some men who use it because it does blur the lines. It's like a photo filter for your face. And it's great for everyday use. So just like you prime a wall before you paint, it's going to smooth the surface and it's going to help that paint stick better, right? It's going to do the same thing for our foundation. All right. I want to give it just a hot second. Now we're going to apply the CC cream. I love CC cream. You guys, I do not like wearing foundation. I'm going to admit it. Melinda Bell's on. She knows. She's given me a makeover before. She's like, Suzanne, you've got to wear foundation. Well, I love me some CC cream because it color corrects. It gives me just enough coverage and I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation, which I love, right? But you're going to see that when I put it on, you're going to see where it is, but the heat of your skin will actually adjust it and it will blend very nicely. So that's the other reason I love it, is because it works with your skin's chemistry. We're going to use a liquid foundation brush to apply it. It helps to give it nice, even coverage. And it, once again, not touching your skin all the time is really important too. Has a nice, tight bristles, flat top. That's what makes it so great. I'm applying very light because you can see that's my color. And so look, when I put it on, you can see it, right? But then I blend it. I should do only half my face so you can see. See how it's just taking, it's the same color as my skin. It's just taking out the redness. And that's the thing, is I want to take out the redness because I have rosacea, and if I can control where the redness is, so I'm going to add some cheek color. But the great thing about it is when I'm adding the cheek color, I get to choose where it goes, right? So the CC cream is color correcting all of that. I found some more sparkle mask right there. And then when I put the cheek color on, then I'm controlling where it's at. Okay, so that's our CC cream. Make sure I got it all blended. Love this brush. Okay. And this is all part of it having that butter skin. Remember, we want it to look soft like butter. Doesn't it look like butter? I love it. Okay. Where was I? This next tip, you guys are going to love this. So this is our Mary Kay blending sponge. All right. This is how it comes packaged. You should not be using it like this. You should use it. It should look like this. Do you see the difference? This is, you put it underwater and squeeze it 15 times. That's right. That is going to give you the best butter skin makeup. What happens when you don't get it wet? You're just moving that product around. It is not doing a thing, because you got to get it wet to get the pores of the sponge to open. Think about a kitchen sponge. If it's dry, is it going to wipe down the counter? Not at all. It's just going to move things around. But if you get it wet, it's going to do its job. So that's the thing. You want your sponge to look like this. And this is going to be the key to butter skin. But before we do that, this is super easy. This is our liquid eyeshadow in Light Beam. And so I'm just going to do a swipe on my lid, because I got to read it to you. The way your butter skin should look in your makeup is very natural but glowy, right? Think about that golden glow of butter. So think highly moisturized formulas that illuminate the complexion and provide a smooth base for your makeup to blend into a radiant glow. All right. Your makeup should disappear into your skin for a discreet natural effect. Skincare products that deliver velvety, hydrated look are key, and makeup that looks melted in. All right, so now I've got the light beam on my eyelids. That's all we're gonna do. Really easy peasy. I do have a little bit of mascara and some liner on. Now I'm gonna put some butter balm on my lips because I want my lips to be really hydrated. And we're going to use this amazing Golden Glow highlighter. This one, right? I always get backwards here. There we go. This one right here. This is part of our spring and summer product line. Yep, it's going to continue on into our product line. And what you're going to do is you're going to use this to apply it. All right. So you're just going to use the flat bottom of this into your highlighter, and you're going to start here at your hairline because you don't want to start here because you'll get too much product, right? And so just start right here, dab, 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 real light because you want it to be melted in, right? And so we're just highlighting that cheekbone. And yes, I have them. I just got a highlight on. Okay. Then we're going to do it again over here. Dab, 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 dab. Okay. Now, here's the other cool trick about this. Turn it over, and this pointy part right here, you're going to blend it into that. Hopefully I didn't get too much. Look at that. And you're just going to put a nice swipe down the center. See how good that was? Oh, I love that. And then you just put it right here, right where your arch is, you know, just like we used with our new brow kits, and just blend it a little. Doesn't that look like butter? I love it. Now, remember, I said I was going to use cheek color. So now I'm taking Shy Blush cheek color, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this sponge, swipe it in the color. See, it's right there. And now I'm going to put it just right on top of that. The highlighters here, I'm just going to put it right on top, just a little bit below, right? Nice little glow of cheek. I love when I can put my cheek where I want it. Okay. Now we're going to finish it off with some buttery soft lips. So always start with that Shea Butter Balm. So you get that nice buttery soft lip going on there. If you need to exfoliate, use that sugar scrub. And then choose either like a neutral, a nude, or a light pink lip color for this. Because remember, we want our makeup to be like melty soft and looks like it's just melted into your skin, right? So I'm just using, I believe this is Mauve Crush. There we go. Okay. So a little bit of blending. Thank you, Doretta. I'm glad you're doing it right along with me. All right. So guess what? I have some specials for you. And I spent that time to get my butter look going on there. I'm going to make sure it looks good all day. I'm putting on my finishing spray, right? And so this is our butter trending, nice, melty, soft skin and makeup. Hope you enjoyed that. Now let's check out our specials. And then remember, stay on after the recording if you have any questions. But here's our deal. First of all, we're going to start with great skincare. We talked a lot about that in the beginning. So you're going to choose your Miracle Set. You can get that Miracle Set, all 4 pieces, that 4-in-1 cleanser. Remember, it has that brightening superpower in it. Does a gentle exfoliation every day, which is so important. Use it morning and night. And it comes in two formulas, normal dry and combination oily. Then it comes with that antioxidant moisturizer and the daytime defender and nighttime recovery. Normally that's 116. For being on our butter skin presentation tonight, you can get it for $99. Then we have the repair set, which is what I use. It repairs the damage we've done over time, helps to lift, firm, tighten. Oh my goodness, all the things. It is the highest quality of anti-aging ingredients we have. It comes with the foaming cleanser, the lifting serum, the day cream, the night treatment, and you know that eye renewal, that eye cream with that metal tip. I just love that. So normally that's $215. You can get yours tonight for $199. And then you have two add-ons. You can choose one or both. And so we have the skincare add-on, which is your clear proof charcoal mask, your boosters. You get to choose one of the boosters. Be sure and talk to your beauty consultant about which one's right for you. The serum C+E and that replenishing facial peel. Remember, that's getting down to the raisins and getting your glow back. That would normally be $192. Tonight, you can get it for $159. And then we have our butter makeup bundle. Oh my goodness, super easy, super quick, out the door. Get your glow on. The CC cream, that blending sponge, that liquid eyeshadow, and I forgot to mention there's other colors today. I use light beam, but there's pink starlet, there's meteor shower. I love to use meteor shower if I want to have a more smoky look, smoky eye look. That foundation primer, and that golden glow highlighter, as well as the finishing spray. All of that retails for $112. You get it tonight for $89. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching the recording, we appreciate you. Be sure and do your skin analyzer and consult with your beauty consultant about which products are right for you.